One of the truly great business legends is a man called Henry Ford. Very briefly, Henry Ford came up with the concept of using the assembly line to reduce the cost of producing vehicles. And by constant improvement on this assembly line and in the manufacturing process, he was able to reduce the price of the legendary Model T Ford every year, so that every year it became more and more affordable to more people. As a result, Henry Ford built a very huge fortune. Now, Henry Ford hated bankers. He really hated them. And his advice to people, he believed that the only way to start a business, the best way to start a business, is to let the customers finance you. In other words, if you have an idea, do it. If you find customers who will pay you for what you're doing, you'll be able to build up on that. If not, then you'll have been able to save yourself a huge fortune, a lot of money, financing something which is not viable, which customers don't want. Now, if you'll humor me, I cannot resist a very brief aside here. Every manufacturing process has waste. Indeed, a lot of services, even service companies, have waste. It is very interesting that one of the big products, one of the products that got a lot of money for the Ford Motor Company, which many people don't know, is that the company had a subsidiary producing charcoal. Hard to believe, but true. You see, in those days, there used to be wood or timber that used to go into the manufacturing of cars. So from the waste, Ford manufactured charcoal. Now I can hear some of you asking me, fine, that's great, but I'm in the service industry. How does service produce waste, which can be used to get another profit center going? To get another source of revenue and profits for the company. Well, let me give you an example from right here in Kenya. Nation Media Group, of course, produces newspapers, a daily newspaper. Now, a daily newspaper has to be distributed, and vehicles which use fuel are the ones which run these newspapers to various parts of the country. Now, on very few of these routes will you have a van full of newspapers. In most cases, the van is almost empty, with just a small bunch of newspapers. So there you are. There's a lot of waste there. You're using your resources, expensive fuel, and by that time the price of fuel was really shooting up. But you have vans running all over the country, almost empty. So what did the Nation Media Group do? They came up with a very ingenious idea. They started a business, a new subsidiary called Nation Courier. And the timing for this kind of business was perfect. Because with the internet, cell phones, better communication, the demand for courier services definitely has to rise. Because before, to sell goods or products, you had to get those products into a vehicle and you travel physically to the place and you sell whatever you're selling. However, with mobile phones, you talk on the phone, on WhatsApp you send a photograph of the product, and then you just ship it, use a courier service, and it's sent to the customer who's purchasing from you. Now, Nation newspapers had a huge advantage because they already had vehicles running to virtually every corner of the country on a daily basis. So you simply fill up the extra space in your vans, the costs are the same, the fuel charges are the same, but then voila, you've got a new profit center. You've got a new subsidiary that that virtually has no costs, because the costs are already catered for by the daily newspaper. So there's some homework for you. If you're in the service industry, look for the waste. You might find a very good brand new opportunity right there for you. Anyway, back to Henry Ford and the main reason why I've made this video. Find out fast if you have customers before you launch that business. Make some sales, get some customers before now you go into the details of setting up your business, setting up your company, registering your company, etc., etc. Now, one brilliant way of doing this is to advertise something. You have a product, you think it's going to do very well in the market. Don't go and get an office. Don't go and start setting up and start spending money before you've even found your first customer. Yeah, test the product. And one of the ways of testing your product, is to advertise. And I'll tell you in a minute how to advertise and reach a very huge market for free, completely free, without spending a single cent. So what you do is get the product, which is going to be the basis of your brand new business, and get the word out there through free advertising. If you are right, you'll get responses. People will call you. Of course, you'll put your mobile phone number there, on your ad, and people will call you. They'll say they're interested. And if you manage to sell a number of units of this thing, whatever it is you're selling, then you know you have a business. Then you can go ahead and set up your business. And that way, you would have actually started a brand new business with zero risk. The chances of that business failing are reduced considerably. And what is more is that you've not sunk in capital. You've not sunk in money that you've saved for years, into a business that fails. Admittedly, that is a very painful thing, and it happens all the time. Because if you come up with your first product and you receive no responses, the market has voted. So you know whatever idea you had is not a good idea. So you come up with another one and you repeat the same process until you find something that the market will buy, something that will be the basis for your brand new business. So how do you get your free advertising? Well, I know some of you are already aware how. Right here on this channel, with 20 million views and climbing. As you can see on your screens right now, we have a very interesting offer. We have 2 books, how to get plenty of customers. So already that will give you a lot of tips, so you can test your idea or your product against those tips given there. Then the other ebook is business ideas. So you can even get business ideas that have been tried and tested, whose chances of failure are very minimal, because there's some research that has gone into them. And really you're ready to roll with these 2 ebooks. The cost for the 2 ebooks is only 2,500 Kenya shillings, or $25, a pittance. So once you've paid and gotten the 2 ebooks, and you've sat down and you've brainstormed and come up with your product, you come back on this channel and you advertise idea number 1. If it doesn't work, or for some reason doesn't take off the way you imagined, no worries. You come up with idea number 2. Again, you come back to this channel, free advertising. Now, our limit is 2 products, but that should give you enough leeway, because indeed, if you go through the 2 ebooks, there may be no need for the second test. Your first idea should be able to work. And in that way, you'll have started your business with other people's money, your customers' money, because if the customers pay, then they support your business. They tell you, yes, go ahead and start your business. If the customers are not ready to pay, then you get the message. You're told that what the customers have said is that your business is not viable. That is much better than any research, any market research anybody can do. Because in my view, the best market research is where you get a customer to actually go into their pocket, or into their wallet, and remove money and pay you. Because it is very easy to get somebody responding to your research, telling you, yes, if there was such a product, I would buy. But when the acid test comes, when the product is actually produced, there may be a lot of difficulties for that particular person to go into their pocket and pay you. And so, folks, if you've been dreaming of launching a business, this is your golden opportunity. If you're already in business and you want to expand your business with some new products, again, this is your golden opportunity. You get free advertising twice to test something new, and to get a new profit center or a new business going. My recommendation is that you act immediately. Just send that a blank email to that email address, and you'll get full payment details, and start changing your life today. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination is a thief of time. When you postpone things, you'll never get them done. Do it now. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.